foundation. Oh, inside edge, and that's going to go away to the boundary. So there's 4 of them ticked off.
Oh, that's annoying for Australia. Flew away. Doesn't matter how you get them, you'll take them. Didn't want to play at it, Chadman, but he did end up poking at it. Just trying to let it go.
Australia -3 on their over rate from the first innings. So if this moves pretty quickly, you would expect they may maybe deducted some points potentially from the World Test Championship scenario.
Unless they can make it up with some overs of spin right towards the end. But I did hear Pat Cummins talking to the players before they went out there, and he did mention, "Come on, boys, we're going to get through the overs, be quick, don't loiter around," so they're aware of that.
Got to be a little bit shell-shocked, Australia, really. And they're sitting back. They're still in the contest just by a thread at the moment. But
yeah, that's how they are. Whether they took just the foot off the pedal in this game, just a little complacent. I just wonder, going back to the toss, if they were playing in India or in England or South Africa, whether they would have bowled first. I think they would have. Pretty nice conditions to bowl on the first day and end up batting. And they've paid the price, you know. Full credit to Bangladesh. They've played tactically very smart, but technically very good.
Yeah. Totally agree with you there. Executed everything beautifully, just basics.
Australia's technique individually batting have looked all at sea in this game.
Safely through the first over, and 4 on the board, more importantly. Yeah, you think back to the World Test Championship final at Lord's last year, South Africa. I think a lot of people going into that game felt Australia were favourites, and the only way South Africa might win is if they can bowl first on a wicket that does a bit, maybe knock Australia over and then build from there. And that's exactly what happened. They won the toss, South Africa, and fielded, and they executed a fantastic game plan and took the trophy.
Action.
If Australia lose this test, they'll slip to 77% there, and Bangladesh will go up to 66.
A couple of big test series, South Africa, New Zealand for Australia.
Hazelwood picked up 6 in the first. Tanzad Hassan Taman, how well he played, gave that chance right at the start of his innings, but after that he was just a picture of composure and patience, blended in with an attacking mindset when it was an offer. Very mature innings in just his second test.
The other thing is, for Australia, it's probably been the first time for a long time they've had their full bowling attack to pick from. Their #1 bowling attack. We saw last summer, Lyon was injured, Hazel was injured, Cummings was injured. But this time they've got the full lot, and they're probably going to get beat. been pretty good. Josh Hazlewood, first game back from injury. Picked up a 5 in the first innings, went past 300. And again, starts off with some cracking deliveries. So he's got a pass mark, definitely. Green tick. Green tick for Green.
That's correct. Probably a green tick for Steve Smith, a 71 and a 40-odd in the second innings. He'd be disappointed he didn't convert to bigger results.
Yeah, Weatherall and Head, a couple of crosses. Labuschagne across. Webster across. Carey, pretty neutral. And they haven't bowled poorly, Australia, but Nathan Lyon, probably I couldn't give him a green tick.
Oh, there you go. Hazlewood just opens the door up. Beautiful delivery. And the Centurion, he's got to go for a duck.
Yeah, a bit loose. Tanzit, he didn't play like he played in the first innings where he watched the ball right on bat. This time he's out reaching for it. And Josh Hazlewood's too good to be given any sort of gap between bat and pad. And it's nipped back, top of off stump. Australia will still have a bit of belief they can knock another couple of quick ones over. You never know. Bangladesh just a little free and loose there. Tanzit, he follows 100 up with the globe. And Bangladesh 1 for 4.
A little nervousness now in that Bangladesh change room. They've just got to hold their mindset. Mominal, he was excellent in the first innings.
In the first innings, he would have been defending that right under his nose. The ball before he went down the wicket, played a bit of a rash shot. Good delivery, just come back. Might have knocked him over even if he was defending it, but he would have had more of a chance. Yeah, I like that, says Joshy.
So it's 7 for the match for Hazlewood. Same field. Successful over from Big Josh. 1 for 4. He just got better and better, didn't he, in that first innings, as did most of the Australian bowlers, short of a gallop on day one, but their day two efforts just grew and grew in confidence and rhythm.
Certainly testing conditions weather-wise up here for the bowlers. Get ready in the slips. And feel an edge coming along here. Wind at his back. Mitchell Stark. There's the setup. Just back up a length. That one bounced, loose shot. Loose shot again. Brilliant bit of bowling.
Just
different mindset though there.
Yeah, that's
Tanzit.
mindset, to dance down the wicket like that on the prior delivery. They've just got to stay true to the core, true to the qualities that have got them into this situation. The finish line is ever so teasingly near.
They got bowled out for 50 odd against the CA11. They got beaten by an innings against Zimbabwe in Harare not long ago.
Ever had a beard, Jude?
Have I had a beard? No. No, I don't think I could grow one. Jeez. Got a bit of fairy floss floating in the breeze. That's a good beard, that.
Been well supported, Bangladesh here in Darwin. Shot. Punished away. Leaves some nerves just for the moment. Commanding blow.
Brave shot on the up. Really brave shot. And I think you take it. Hit it late, didn't he? Flashy blade, flashy shot.
Second test match of this two-test series starts next Saturday in Mackay, North Queensland. Three gone, 1 for 9.
There was talk that Shoreful, their left-arm quick, might be available for the second test.
For years, I was hiding my drinking. I'm the type of drinker that I don't just have one. I didn't want to feel that urge anymore. That's what brought me to War Health. I'm a better dad. I'm a better husband. I just have a more grounded and present life, thanks to War Health.
Text TV to 710 710 to learn more.
Obviously, Boland and Inglis were in the 13.
Yeah,
Michael Neeser was training with them, but he suffered a leg injury, so he's not available. He's Hazelwood. Oh, that looked reasonably close. Waved away. How quickly does he want to go to reviews? No.
Yeah, look close. Did it pitch in line? Might be worried about the time. Losing time. Let's have a look. Oh, it's incredibly close. Probably it's pitched outside, but it's definitely hitting leg. Mighty close.
Just outside.
Oof.
Well done, Alex Carey.
So I guess they've got the flexibility to bring someone in outside the squad.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing at home. It's not like you're overseas. So if the selectors think that they want to make a change, they certainly can. Yeah, interesting call, what they do with a couple of top order players.
We'll get an extra day in between games with tomorrow. Close-ish again. Outside-ish, yeah, with tomorrow not being a game day. So plenty of time for the bowlers to recover, you would think.
Yeah, I'm more thinking about batsmen that aren't in the squad. What I suppose if it would have had pre-season with their state teams so far, say just a McSweeney or a Renshaw. Obviously Inglis is in this squad as a spare batsman. McSweeney's in England at the moment.
Northampton. That's a confident punch there, right across this carpet-like outfield into the boundary. Bangladesh, edge ever closer.
Well, they're up and about. They normally have drums, wouldn't they, the Bangladesh supporters? I don't think there's any drums here.
That's out of the middle as well. Growing in confidence in this small chase.
They've been positive so far, haven't they? Well, whoever lines up for Australia next week, I think Michael Divenuto is going to have a busy week, the Australian batting coach. Sorting out a few technical issues.
Four gone, 1 for 14.
There's an easier way. From repairs and cleaning to remodeling and more, Thumbtack makes it easy to care for your home. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
Got inside edge, good sharp chance, and then Taskin after lunch got rid of the dangerous Mitchell Starc, who looked good with the bat.
Over the top of Smith. Too much pace, too much bounce, or more to the total. Frustration for Australia.
Said no luck, Mitchell Starc. It's a one go over the stumps. Inside edge, this one's flown off the edge over Steve Smith. Took off. Steve Smith took off too, but he couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, well, Australia with a bit to think about, and on the other side of the ledger, Bangladesh. They've just been admirable in what they've been able to deliver in foreign conditions, and just where it ranks. I cast my mind back to 2005. I was part of the Australian one-day team that suffered the first ever loss to Bangladesh in that format of the game. Mohammad Ashraful scored a brilliant 100. Had a good chat with him this morning out in the middle. He's here as batting coach for Bangladesh. Lovely young man.
I mean, it's great to see, not from an Australian point of view, but just on the world cricket stage, to see a country like Bangladesh. There's no doubt about it. They're much more confident in their own ability. They've been around a while now on the world stage, but this is a big win. This is away from home against the #1 Test playing nation in the world, and without their best team on the paddock.
Wanted a piece of that. Yeah, the no-fuss manner with which they've gone about it is fantastic to observe.
It's done the basics so well. Line and length bowling, good tight defensive test match batting. I think tactically Shanto's been really good.
Yeah.
Set good fields, good change-ups of the bowling. A wake-up call for Australia.
The best they'll be able to do if they go down here is draw a series at best. Fight hard in Mackay to salvage a series. I'm sure it's more than just Bangladesh cricket that will be rejoicing in a victory. The whole cricket world. I think mainly because they know how challenging it can be to win here in Australia. But getting closer, Bangladesh, 1 for 18. said there's been a little bit of pressure on in recent times, so it's really nice to alleviate that pressure. Let out a little sigh of relief, a little fist pump. Didn't go overboard in celebration, but certainly he'll be able to rest up tonight and feel well pleased with his efforts.
Oh my word, big relief for Cam Green and the management.
Here's Nathan Lyon.
We know he's a talent, but you've got to deliver, and he delivered today. Number 5, I think it's a good spot for him in that middle order.
Mitchell Stark, they'll get back for a third. Bangladesh fans rejoicing in every single run.
I saw the Bangladesh population down, but I reckon they're all here.
A few celebrations in the streets of Dhaka as well.
Oh, yeah. What time is it over there?
4 hours behind. Oh, there's some more runs again. Yeah, it will be a couple.
10:30 in the morning.
Get back for a third.
Good running. 10:30 in the morning.
Perfect. Rushing through his overs here. They've got it back to -2, Australia, at over rate. Just trying to pinch something back, salvage something out of what is a bit of a disastrous situation. We'll get past Stark. Doesn't give up on it though. Another really well run 3. And he's flowing for Bangladesh. There's 30 required.
Watch England versus Pakistan Test Series live on Cricket Buzz.
Well, Mitchell Stark, he's just chased 2 down to the boundary. He's got to keep firing in. Well, a stack of those last summer. I might give him a Bo Webster or maybe a Cameron Green and over.
Of course, Bangladesh have defeated Australia once in Test match cricket, but that was over on their soil at Mirpur, 2017. Australia fought back in the second Test of that series. Trip down memory lane here. And you pointed out the name Matt Renshaw there, Junior. There's a possibility, you think?
I think there's a sneaky chance of being in the kite. David Warner, 100 in the second innings. Surprised he hasn't told us that. Where is he?
He'll be on air soon. Not typically a management that panic, though, this Australian team set up. They've shown a lot of faith in a lot of players. It's not just all about stats. They believe it's a bit of a, to use a modern term, a feels, a vibes type change room, keeping it positive. There will be significant questions asked. It'll be very interesting to see how they're answered.
Yeah. I mean, stats are one thing. I mean, if you just go on stats, you don't need selectors. Just computer can pick your team for you. But you're right. There's, you know, performing under pressure when the going's tough. Who stands up? All those sorts of things. Yeah, the team, I guess, culture and how everyone fits together. Jack Weatherall would have been hoping for a big test up here. The local Darwin boy, unfortunately, it didn't work for him. He'll be nervous. He admitted himself before the first test that he needed runs to consolidate his spot.
Over halfway.
As I said, a couple of failures in this game as opener. I think he preferred a bat in the middle order, but he's done well as opener as well. You can't make runs every game, can you? We know that. Probably the modes of dismissal were the most alarming.
Deep breaths here. You can't fault his effort, Mitchell Stark. He's charged in, as he always does. Searching. That's well negotiated. Stark waves to the change rooms. He might be holding it there. It's 1 for 30 after 7 overs. 27 required. Change in commentary. It'll be Brendan Julian and Kerry O'Keefe.
.27 required for Bangladesh. Just going down the leg side. They come through for 2, maybe 3. No, just a 2. Wasn't too far away.
Mullinall's rattling along at a strike rate of 76. He's looking to end this quickly. End of the over. On for 33, Bangladesh. They require 24. 3 bowls used so far for Australia. We lead Laurie Nichols jumping up and down saying, "Tigers, Tigers." And well might they celebrate. Not quite yet. They're not there, but they're as close as. And they're up. Good on them. They've been up and they've been supporting their team throughout this match. It's been a fascinating game of Test cricket. And if they do take this victory, it's so well deserved.
Hazelwood.
Yeah, this is huge for Bangladesh cricket. It's 23 more runs required to beat Australia on home soil. Doesn't happen too often. Last victory against Australia was in Dhaka. This will be massive for the country. They'll be all up and about at home. You probably see them run off the bench as well, deservedly so.
Well, so often I think Bangladesh and people around the world think that, you know, they can win. They win at home in their own conditions, but to win away in a pitch like this is completely different to that one in Dhaka that you're talking about, Davey. That was, and that wicket turned and spun and bounced. Here, this has just been, I think, a really good Test match pitch.
It has, and I look back to India beating Australia, and I look back at the West Indies beating Australia as well. You know, it gives other countries, you know, hope and belief that they can actually beat Australia on home soil. Everyone can be beaten, but it's how you play that blueprint when you're in the country. And unfortunately for the Australians, the Bangladeshis had played the Australian card on home soil in this first Test matches. They've outplayed them, they've been disciplined with the bat and the ball, and they've been in the Australians' faces. Once Steve Smith had that little run in with Leighton Das, they didn't shut up for the rest of the innings. It was unbelievable. They believed in themselves. They were hungry.
And that's dead right. And they'd have been told by cynics, you're going to the land of the giants. Stark, Hazelwood, Green, Webster. You're diminutive. You can't beat them on their decks. They've come here under Phil Simmons, Mohammad Ashraful, Abdul Bashir, and said, no, we're having a crack. And they've had a right royal crack here, and they're on the verge of a historic victory. The dugout's quiet at the moment. Expect a bit of ecstasy later. They've ridden every wicket, every run throughout this match. And it's the bowlers, apart from Tanzit Century, really, the bowling of Hassan Mahmood and Hadi Miraz in the second innings was fabulous.
I think that's what's really stood out for me is the quick bowlers. And there, 26-year-old. Line and length, didn't waver.
No.
The moment was not too big for him. Hazelwood completes his third over, 1 for 34. But I just think the way that kept the pressure on Australia and on the batters, you know, line and length just outside off. The pitch wasn't doing too much, just enough. You know, if the pitch is doing a little bit, you've got to get a lot in the right area, and they did. You know, batters were out there playing inside edges, and they exploited the Australian batting and their technical deficiencies.
And their lines were so controlled, weren't they? Fifth and sixth stump tempters, and then straight at them. It didn't allow the Australian left-handers to free their arms.
Well, Hassan backed it up in the second innings. You know, 2 early wickets again.
And that's because of the brilliance with the bat and the lead. That was so big as well. Those fighting partnerships. You know, if that was only a lead of about, 80 to 100, there would be a different story. Then there's that line and length. You know, do they adapt to that? Do they stick with that? You know, or does Australia apply that extra pressure and puts them off that, and they put a bigger total on the chase? But we always talk about you earn the right, and Bangladesh earned the right with their batters, allowing their bowlers to rest, come back, hit that line again and length, and toil well, and backed up by their 2 world-class spinners who did a fantastic job.
And the skipper's been, he's had an A+. Najmal Shanto, hasn't he? He's been terrific the way he's marshalled the troops.
So, Kez, in this situation here, the 21 runs, would you not give him that sweep shot?
Oh, definitely. It's Nathan Lyon's psyche, isn't it? And there's a man at deep backward square leg, deep mid-wicket and long off.
But you're not going to win the game from here, let's be honest, right?
No.
So you want to encourage him to play big shots. So if a spinner's bowling to a left-hand bat, you want him to sweep. So encourage him to sweep. So just bring that guy up. You've got nothing to lose.
Over completed. 37. 20 required for Bangladesh. Partnership, 1 for 4. Partnership of 33. Shaban and Monamal. I think that's been the key to their batting right throughout the get-go from day one. The partnerships have been good. You know, they haven't panicked. It's so often you lose 1, lose 2, and then you're in a bit of trouble. These guys have just sort of settled it down.
And that's all they talk about. I've been following them for a couple of months now. All they talk about is partnerships. If you hear Shanto say anything, it's about the partnerships when we bat. He also talks about partnerships when they bowl, Hassan and Miraz. So it's a big part of their DNA.
Don't worry about the over, right? Plenty of time left.
World Test Championship points and stuff that you lose. It's part of the game. Doesn't matter if you finish your day early. I know.
And guys, they were lying 4th in the World Test Championship table on percentage going in. This is an away win. It carries a bit of weight. I'm not saying they will qualify, but they've got tough series ahead. But they're on track.
Work from the skipper.
So are we looking ahead? Are we thinking there's going to be a few changes?
Does it depend on the pitch? Well, no.
Surely not.
I mean, if Hazelwood pulls up pretty well, Pat pulls up well, and so does Mitch Stark. I'm just talking about the bowling point.
They've got a good break afterwards as well. Like they want to be playing some cricket after that as well, or trying to. They've got 1 days potentially. For them 3 if they decide to go. You know, the batters as well after this next test in Mackay. What does that look like? Is there changes? Do they reshuffle that order? Do they go 2 brand new openers, push head down the order? What does that look like? And they're conversations that are going to be have probably been had, but will need to be looked at considerably now.
I personally would be amazed if they changed the side for the Mackay. I mean, I get the bowling side of it. Bowling comes in for a resting of Hazelwood or Stark, or if there's a bit of a, you know, that type of thing. But I don't see any reason you pick your side for the first test and then you change it straight for the second, then bang, you got a break. I get that you've got to sort that out, but I would be playing Weatherall.
Yeah, I think the selectors will have conveyed to Jake Weatherall, you've got 2 tests. Convince us you're a test opener.
Yep.
So someone like Marnus Labuschagne, for example, if he gets 100 next game, then he's committed. They've committed to the summer then. And if the same flaws happen, how many tests do you then give him? Just the South African series?
Well, yeah, I don't think you commit to anything. I think you go, okay, well, you know, you've done well here, these 2 tests. We'll pick our team for the next 3. There's enough gaps in between.
Because then if Travis Head goes down, does he take Webster's spot then? If they want to go for a 2 fresh new look?
No, I don't like this shuffling, to be honest. You know, I just like Cam Green at 5, and if Heady wants to do that job at the top, bang, you leave him there. I don't like this shuffling just to fit in someone. You're either in or out. So let's say if Weatherall misses out, I just go English, you're opening. I don't want to reshuffle the whole.
It just can't be horses for courses. If he stays there, Travis Head, that's his position now for the rest of his career. And if he fails, you just can't go, all right, let's slot you back down here, because then that's just upsetting everything else.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, so I think that has to be transparent.
Yeah. And it might be, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know those answers.
But I'd be leaving him at the top of the order, Travis said. Shot through the offside. Yeah, that's classy. Wow. 13 now.
He's got a slicey action, Shadman, but his offside dominance is really strong when he gets the slice happening, and he did there. Good wrist. Pierce mid-off. He got 20 in the first innings, and he's 23 not out in the second. He's made some impact. Occasionally that goes to second slip for the out, but when it doesn't, when it finds the middle, it goes through extra cover for 4.
Have you liked the way Nathan Lyon's come back? Are you seeing those same revs that we used to, or you see it slightly not as many?
I think the revs are there. I think there's rust. He hasn't bowled for a long time. I know he's netting well. All the vibes are strong. Davey, I think in racing parlance he'll be better for the run.
Yeah. But yet again, then it's a stop-start for Nathan Lyon, isn't it? You play the next test. There's a gap before you go to South Africa. That's the thing. It's a big gap between your games that you played.
I think he's getting over the top pretty well. I don't think the dip has dropped. Statistically, his numbers are very strong. I know he got 1 for 100 in the first innings, but he's in the twilight of his career, but his numbers aren't dropping. And I think he's a little bit frustrated at the lack of runs he has to bowl behind. And that can tinker with the psyche of a spinner. Australia all out for 190 in that first innings. It hurts the spinner.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's just making excuses. You've got to bowl no matter what, and if the surface isn't what you like, it's not an ideal situation for bat or ball if you're on a green seam or whatnot. But at the end of the day, you've got to bowl, toil hard. Would have liked plenty more of the Australian cricket team.
So your point here, he should be bowling to an umbrella field here with 11 required, and long off still back.
End of the over. 1 for 47, they require 10.
Watch the Republic Bank CPL 2026.
18,000 here today in Darwin. Sorry, I should say across the match. Not today. Well, that sounded like 18,000, didn't it?
Yeah. It's not an NRL crowd. Where you multiply by 10.
Either way, they're up and about. Bangladesh supporters, well, wouldn't they be? Required 10.
Still morning over in Bangladesh. They'll be all up and about. Maybe even out in the streets as well. It's a great place. Played a bit of cricket over there. Played in their BBL. The Bangladesh Premier League, the BPL. The support for the game of cricket over there is huge. The turnout to their games there. Even when we played that test match there a long time ago, there's big crowds in a day in the heat. They're passionate.
This would be a real fillip, though, a victory over Australia in Australia win a day for the game in Bangladesh.
Huge. This will be spoken about for many, many years to come.
Well, it doesn't happen that often, does it? And you will Remember, if you're playing in the 11, few and far between victories in Australia. They haven't been here for a long, long time in Australia in Test match cricket. 23 years.
And it's been all about their discipline and their technique. So take note, England. They were undisciplined, they had technical flaws, and they were sent packing. Bangladesh have come here and addressed those areas and taken it to Australia. The form guide read duck egg, beaten by an innings by Zimbabwe, beaten by the Cricket Australia 11 by an innings. There was no money for them, but they were here for this game.
Nine required for Bangladesh for 48.
I think waking up tomorrow, there'll be a few headlines even tonight. And it's during the footy season too, so
good to get cricket on the back page.
I was going to say, is it good? Is it positive or negative? Like you're expected.
Luck in B, Eddie, I think.
Well, on home soil, you're supposed to win, and that's what we're passionate sports supporters here in our beautiful country. We expect us to win all the time. At every sport that you participate in, as Australians, we want the Australians to win. But when you are just outplayed, that's what Bangladesh has done here to Australia.
And bear in mind, it's been on the back of two 26-year-olds, Tanzid at 26 and Hassan Mahmood at 26, the two youngest players of the 22. Roundly affected the result.
And they were searching for experience at the top as well. Well, they've got that already. Second game. Well and truly was in control of his innings out there.
And when you think Nahid Rana's not here, the 150k bowler, Shariful Islam's not here, this is their reserve grade bowling lineup.
Hard to believe, but how good have they been? 50 up for Bangladesh. Don't worry about that. It's the 7 they need to win. Clipped away through the leg side, in the air. There'll be a couple. Five now. No, sent back.
He was very good in the first innings too, wasn't he, Mamamul Haq? He's 25 not out in the second. He desperately wants this. It's one of the heartbeats of this team.
The over, and for 53, 4 required. Waiting in anticipation here. A fabulous victory, a historical victory. All right, looking forward to the second test. Going to be a bit on that.
Has that dugout been up and about for 4 days or what? Well done them.
Webster. Monomal. Sent back. Deep point there. And the fine leg out. He's sweating on that cover drive. Is it going to be Bo Webster just going to throw it out there just outside off stop?
You sense he really wants to be there when the winning hit's made. He'd love to hit it himself. Mominul Haq.
Is it going to get there? There it is. Beautiful boundary. And what a magical moment. The Giant Slayers have beaten Australia in Australia for the first time. Congratulations, Bangladesh.
And the number 9 team in world cricket have beaten the number 1. They've beaten them comprehensively. They've outbatted them. They've outbowled them. They've outcaught them. Their supporters are up. They didn't expect this. The dugout is now all about. That's grown 20-fold since the start of the match. The ecstasy in that dugout is palpable. Their supporters are behind them. This has been historic, as you say, BJ. This has been the culmination of a build-up. It was crafted by Shanto and the strategy. He's embracing the reserves. The coach, Phil Simmons, has had input. Habib Bashir, the chairman of selectors. The delight, Lytton Das is there. Miraz is there. Mushfiqur Rahim, Shariful, who's in the reserves, who he might start, and Mackay. What a and there is Hassan Mahmood with the coach. Well orchestrated, skipper and coach.
The best thing about it all, there's been a method to it. There's just simply outplayed Australia. With a jubilation. I'm so happy for them. They've been outstanding. Mahedi Hassan as well with the bat and the ball.
I think they're shell-shocked, even Bangladesh. I mean, just the way that the wind came up, there was no running out to the middle. They took it in their stride.
And look at the height difference. They've come to the land of the giants and they've triumphed.
Their biggest win, you'd have to say, outside of Asia this decade for Bangladesh. Beat New Zealand and the West Indies at home, but this is right up there at the top end. I think they'll just go back into the sheds and go, what has just happened? Wow.
And there he is, Shanto. What a captain's game he's had. He got runs. He was a difference. He took on Nathan Lyon when he batted in the first innings. He's pulled all the right reins with the bowling changes. He set the right fields, and he walks off victorious.
Well, they come to Australia. They get knocked over by Cricket Australia 11 for 50 odd, and you're wondering how's it going to go in the first Test match. They lose the toss, they have to bowl, and didn't they do it well? And win by 9 wickets, take a lead in the series.
Flying with confidence going to the next game. They'll be up and about. They should enjoy this moment tonight, and the next couple of days, and then focus again. Could they pull off what no one ever could have imagined with them landing in Australia and beat Australia 2-0?
Oh, what about Hassan Mahmood, the youngster, 6 for 55? That set it up, didn't it? Set it up beautifully in the first innings. They put Australia on the back foot. And then it was Tanzil Hassan, that 101 reply. They could do no wrong. I think they won every session. I can't see Australia that won a session.
Oh, that is, as I said, it is outplayed Australia. All those key partnerships with the bat, everyone contributed around Tanzil. You know, the way that the captain came out, the way that he played, you know, Lytton Das, Mahedi, the way they came out and combined with each other, just built those partnerships.
They showed courage with bat, they showed courage with ball, and their psyche was courageous. They were brave.
What a time. Let's get down to Adam Gilchrist.
Yeah, thanks, BJ. I've got Elisa Healy and Mahedi Miraz, congratulations. You were just telling you could hardly talk, your throat's gone, the emotion, the joy. What an achievement. Congratulations.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was an excellent, great moment for us. And after a long time, we've been here, and it was an excellent performance by team, and the way we're playing and the shows, our character, everything is perfect, I think so.
Oh, absolutely. The character, sorry, Elisa. You needed a lot of character after that tour match, but one of the shining lights was you getting 100 in that tour match. You must have spoken to the team a lot about what you learnt and conveyed that message very, very well to instill some belief.
Yes, still we have a belief, and after practice match, after we losing, we have to think about like, yes, it's a great opportunity for us in this condition. After a long time we came here, and there are very good team, and there are world-class team. They have lots of good players, and if we beat them, it would be great for our country and our cricket. And it's that's giving one message: we have to believe. Otherwise, we can't go through forward.
What does this do for you heading into Mackay to the second Test match? Does any of that change for you guys? You've got the belief. Do you just maintain that, or is anything different?
Yeah, I think we have to believe as a whole unit, and we just think about how to perform in these conditions. And as a team unit, we bowl well and we bat well in the perfect times. And Tamim and Sadman, the way he batting the first 10 overs, and Tamim he took 100, and then the Shanto they shows their batting, and the Mominul and doing very well. And then later on, I think it was an excellent partnership. Hassan, Taskin, and Taizul, they give me an opportunity, because if they get out, I can't score. I just say one thing: we have to stay there, and there are very good attack, and we have to play positive and don't think about the bowling who is coming, and just play the ball all the times, and we just think about like that.
And what about your captain, Shanto? He was so calm and composed.